Good morning. It's 8:30 right now on this Monday, August 26th. We're glad you could start your day and your week with us, and your school year too, if you're heading off to school. Justin Quesinberry, meteorologist Ariella Scalise is here, as she is every morning, to tell us what we can expect as we head out the door. Live right now at 12:21, we have breaking news for you. The coronavirus has forced the Atlantic Coast Conference to pull the plug on its conference tournament. ACC leadership made that announcement moments ago. The league was set to play the remaining games today, Friday, and the championship Saturday, with no fans present for that. But earlier this morning, ACC Commissioner John Swofford said playing the tournament is what players would want. However, Swofford and the league now have reversed course. Again, the ACC basketball tournament is canceled. Spectrum News reporter Caitlin Miller is at the Greensboro Coliseum with reaction to this announcement. This is a big decision. What's the atmosphere like out there right now?
Purposes. HR
We've been listening to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell speaking about yesterday's impeachment of President Trump. He spoke as the Senate awaits getting the articles of impeachment that the House voted on yesterday. McConnell said, quote, "The Senate exists for moments like this," and he said, "The Senate must put this right." And I'm Justin Quesinberry. As Hurricane Dorian impacts North Carolina, we have combined our Spectrum News team and resources from across the state to cover this major story for you. We have team coverage from our crews stationed all along the coast. And Vanessa Leon is in Wilmington for us. Vanessa was the first of our reporters to see Dorian move in yesterday. It's been a wild ride for you, I know, Vanessa. What are things looking like now? All right, Madison, thank you very much. 9:41 right now, and we are getting some new details about a Dorian-related death. The Pamlico County Sheriff says a man pulling his boat out of the water died of a heart attack. It's one of two deaths in North Carolina that we know about. The other was an elderly man who fell off of a ladder while putting up shutters in Columbus County to prepare for the storm. They're among 5 deaths in the U.S. so far related to Dorian. Julie Frindak is in Morehead City, and that's where we will begin. Julie, around this time yesterday morning, you were across the bridge on Atlantic Beach, and there was just some gusty wind at that point. And as we see right there, some big changes, wow. Julie. You all right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
We're live now at 11:03. We have crews along the coast monitoring preparations and conditions as Hurricane Dorian inches north toward North Carolina. Spectrum News reporter Julie Frindak is in Atlantic Beach this morning with an update. Julie, we've been checking in with you ever since 5 a.m. this morning, before the sun even came up. What changes have you seen out there?
Things are getting better already with this storm.
I'm surprised that the numbers are actually going down over the last couple of hours. Throughout the morning, Caroline and I were here, and the numbers kept going up. But we're to the point now where we're, at least for now, seeing those numbers come down. The North Carolina Department of Public Safety has compiled this website. They're checking in with all of these utilities that you see listed right here, and they have created this map, which is very handy to see where all the outages are and how many in each county. You can see the ones in purple right here are the ones with the most outages. Those, of course, are the coastal communities. And you can see that right now Carteret County has 33,000 right now. Dare County comes in second right now with 28,000, and then Craven County 17,000. So you can see green in other parts of the state where there are very few outages, but again, the damage right here on the coast, that's where we're seeing those outages. And right now we're at 188,000. At one point we were seeing it at 230,000, so it's come down considerably. We'll see what those numbers do. It is certainly a very fluid situation. Caroline. We're live in Greensboro right now at 8:02. The ACC will not allow fans at the remainder of its tournament games at the Greensboro Coliseum. You're taking a live look at it right there. And all this is because of the growing coronavirus concerns. Spectrum News reporter Kaylee Peterson joins us live from the Coliseum with how fans are taking the news. And Kaylee, I'm sure there's a lot of disappointment. President Trump addressed the nation last night, laying out his plan for combating the spread of coronavirus. One of his biggest announcements, a travel ban from Europe. Spectrum News reporter Christian Noguera joins us this morning from Charlotte Douglas International Airport with details on that ban. Former NFL player is giving his all on a different kind of field. See what motivated Jason Brown to give up the game for the greater good. Love that story, and we look forward to sharing that with you. But first, we say good morning to you on this Monday, October 7th. I'm Justin Quesinberry.
And I'm meteorologist Ariella Scalise.
And what a change this weekend was.
I feel like it refreshed you. You've got this new energy about you.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Well, I spent time in the mountains, which is always great, as you know.
Mountains are energizing.
They are. Yeah. Well, I'm from the mountains, and that is my place.
Yeah.
But we were up near Blowing Rock,
Right.
spent some time up there, and it was in the 50s on Saturday.
Right. And as I'm saying goodbye to you on Friday, I say, hey, send some pictures.
And I did.
Yeah. Cody, let's roll the tape. it's a still image, actually. Cool. Describe that, because I don't really know what we're looking at.
Okay, you're looking at a sunset over a mountain.
Okay, got it.
And we did want to start things off here in the Weather Center today. You've been in here very busy tracking today's storms, but also looking back at what happened yesterday.
Right, and as a meteorologist, you do have to focus, okay, what happened yesterday? How is that going to impact or maybe change what's going to happen today?
Justin, I don't know about you, but gates open at 11 o'clock, so before we leave the fairgrounds today, we might have to pick up some of those.
Yeah, good place to stop for lunch for sure. Julie, thanks for that. Yes. It is coming up on 8:05 right now. Now, if you do plan to head out to the Dixie Classic Fair today, you will notice some precautions in places to protect people from Legionnaire's disease. The fair is banning misting stations, fans, and water fountains this year because Legionnaire's can spread through water droplets. Now, this comes on the heels of a Legionnaire's disease outbreak in our state. More than 100 confirmed cases of that disease may have originated, we've learned, from a hot tub display at a fair in western North Carolina. The health department is still tracing a definitive source of that infection, but many of the patients reported attending the North Carolina Mountain State Fair near Asheville. Emergency crews took 55 people to the hospital and one person died.
And it was the worst decision I ever made in my life, was not listening to that doctor then.
He is on quite a journey. I watched the series this weekend. Beautifully done, well told, easy to understand for people. Tell us what you're trying to do with this series.
To change our lifestyles, our mindset even, that leads to healthier living.
Right, and you heard that man right there talk about his doctor saying, you need to do this, and he didn't.
Right.
And now look at the position he's in.
Exactly.
I've seen this firsthand with my father-in-law. Back in December, he was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and we're thinking, oh no,
what is this going to mean?
What is this going to mean for him and his lifestyle? And what's going to happen with him in the long term. We're talking about coronavirus. The virus in question has been dominating headlines now for weeks as cases multiply around the globe. And then it spreads and it spreads, and now it's here in North Carolina. I'm sure a lot of people are wondering now, what if I come in contact with this person? Because we know this person in Wake County has been through RDU Airport, a restaurant in Raleigh. So what do people need to know? We're live in Snow Camp right now at 8:04. The Alamance County Parks Department is using grant money to develop one of the county's best kept secrets, the Cane Creek Mountains area. Spectrum News reporter Julie Frendeck joins us now live with plans for this. Julie, you know, they do say this is one of the best kept secrets in Alamance County, and I've lived here, I think it's about 14 years right now, and I knew very little about this, but it sounds like this is a very big area. You know, I've talked to Governors Martin and McCrory in the past about the ghost that they say lives in the mansion. I think you also touched on that with Governor Cooper, right?
Yeah, Governor Falls, it's actually one of the first things we talk about.
The good news is it's Friday. We're that much closer to the weekend, so we'll be out here monitoring, but we'll send it back to you for now.
Okay. That's the good news, although the bad news being that it's Friday the 13th, right?
And they're really getting up close and personal, Justin, like you're seeing right now.
Maybe a little bit too close.
I'm sorry for the terrified look on my face. Gotta fight him off. Fight him off.
Julie.
We'll send it back to you, Justin.
No, I think we should stay on this a little bit longer. Julie, thanks very much. We'll be checking back in with you throughout the morning. This is a lot of fun. It's 6:06 right now. I just want to give a shout out to all the people that we met at the Lexington Barbecue Festival, especially the people who were up this early. I met a number of people who said, oh, I turn you on first thing in the morning, 5 o'clock. Some people are watching at 3 a.m.
Right.
You know, people have jobs to get to, families to wake up, so we're glad we could be part of that process.
Yep.
And certainly not business as usual over the weekend.
No.
Churches were canceled in a lot of cases. A lot of people choosing not to go to restaurants and bars and that type of thing. So anyway, we'll try to bring a sense of normalcy this morning with weather on the ones, if you'll start us off with that.